again, my point is, what is the point of drinking? What is the point of getting to that state of mind? It just doesn't really make much sense to me. Basically, the whole reason that I used to drink is because I was actually a very sad person. I was super sad. I was super angry, and it was just nice not to feel like that all the time, basically. It was like a nice little break, which is the wrong reason to drink, which, again, I don't really think there's a right reason to drink. It's just kind of pointless. It's a pointless thing. I'm gonna be honest. I did like drinking. Like, it was fun. And it was nice to feel joy. Because like I said, I was really sad. I was really mad. And it was nice not to feel like that. Even if it was just for a little bit. There's a lot of reasons why I was sad. Like, I just felt very stuck in life. And I felt like I felt like I didn't have anything going for me. And I felt like all of these issues that I was having in life, especially from my past, like, they just kept following me. And I didn't know how to solve them. And it felt like I was just doomed right from the start. It felt like